Lexi. In today's class, we are going to be looking at possible examination questions. And for today's lesson, we are going to be looking at mathematics question that you are likely to see in your forthcoming examination. Now, what's the question we have on the board? The first question for today's lesson is this. And where do you have this question from? Look at the question, class. If tan x is equals to sine x over cos x, find tan 90 plus x. Like if sine x is equals to this, find tan 90 plus x, comma, for the acute value of x. It means that the value of x must be an acute angle, but that is not our major concern. Our major concern is the expression of tan 90 plus x. Now, remember in trigonometry, you were told that, remember that tan x is equals to sine x over cos x, which was also given to us in the question. They said tan x is sine x over what? Cos x. So how do we solve for tan 90 plus x? So, but don't forget one thing, that if tan x is this, it means that the tan 90 plus x they are requesting for must be equals to sine 90 plus x all over cos 90 plus x. This is what we are going to get. Why? Because if tan x is this over this, then 90 plus x, you have a replica here, so it's the same thing. But you should also understand that this is going to lead us to what we call compound angles identity. There is a subtopic in trigonometry called compound angles identity. What does that compound angles talk about? It talks about the addition of two special angles. For instance, if I have sine A plus B, class, please pay attention to this lesson. If you have sine A plus B, it is expressed as sine A cos B minus sine B cos A. That is how it is expressed. So plus, you have plus here. Sine A plus B will give us sine A cos B plus sine B cos A. But in the other hand, if I have sine A minus B, it's just to change this plus to minus. So that will give us sine A cos B minus sine B cos A. So whenever you have plus here, you have the plus here. Whenever you have minus, you have minus. So it is quite very easy. So this is your compound angles for sine function. Do you understand? Now, if I have cos A plus B, what will it give us? It will give us cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. So they're actually not the same. You get? So for cos, whenever you have plus here, you have minus, the opposite of the sign. And the cos is together, the sine is together. But that's not the same for sine. Do you understand? See it, you have cos A cos B minus sine A sine B. But in this case, you have sine A cos B minus sine B. So you interchange the angle for what? Sine. And you see the way it goes. Sine cos plus sine cos. You interchange the angle. But here you have cos cos minus sine sine. Oh yeah, let's do this. If I have cos A minus B, it will give you cos A cos B. So tell me what we are going to have. Are we going to have minus or plus? Remember, if you have plus here, you have minus here. So therefore, if you have minus here, you have plus sine A sine B. That's what we have. So this is for your sine function. This is for your cosine function. So if you are given something like this, if you solve and you get to this point where you have a compound angle relationship, this guy is your A, this guy is your B, this one is your A, this one is your B. So we apply the same formula to this particular problem so that it becomes tan 90 plus x equals to, remember what sine this will give us? It will give us sine 90 cos x. If you have plus, you still have plus sine s cos waiting now 90. Remember, we are interchanging the angle. The first time sine carries the 90, cos carry x. The second time sine carries the x, cos carry the word, the 90. So all over, watch this. In this place, we apply the same law here. So you have cos 90 cos x. Where you have plus, it becomes minus sine 90 sine x. Wow, that is interesting. Remember also, class, that in special angles identities, in your special angles identities, remember that if you have sine 90 degree, it is equals to 1, and cos 90 degree is equals to 0. That's the value of your sine and your cos. So in that regard, it means that this sine 90 is 1 times what? Cos x plus, now this is cos 90, which will give us 0. So if 0 times sine x, you have 0. All over, cos 90 is also worth 0, times cos x is what? 0. Minus sine 90 is 1, times sine s sine x. So what we have is 1 cos x, which is the same thing as what? Cos x, over 0 minus sine s is minus sine x. So we can still do it this way. That is equals to minus cos x over weighting sine x. So however, you can take the minus 2. This becomes our final word answer. But you have to go back to your trig identity and remember that if tan x is equals to sine x over cos x, the inverse of tan is called cotangent. That's cot. So cot x is equals to cos x over sine x. So it looks like tan x is sine over cos, but cot is cos over sine. So it's very easy. When you get to this place, you have minus cos x over sine x, which simply means minus cot x. This is the answer to the question. So the answer is equals to A. It is not B, it is not C, it is not D. Hold on for question number 2. Question number 2. According to question 2, it said if x squared minus 5x plus 6 is equals to x minus a all raised to the power of 2 plus b, the value of b is what? Now, if you come across this question in your exam, it is very easy. This is how we are going to solve it. First of all, let's open this bracket. So you have x minus a all square plus b. How do we expand this bracket? This will give us x minus a bracket x minus a plus b. You know the bracket, they are in 2 places. So let's times it. X times x, x square. X times minus a x. Okay? Minus a times x minus ax. Minus a will give us plus a square plus b. Wow, that's interesting. So this is what we have now. Now we have x squared minus ax will give us minus 2ax plus a squared plus b. So by the time we expand this bracket, everything here, this is what we have. Now we are going to compare the equation, which is this one, then we compare to this, everything here. So let's do it quickly, because they said that x squared minus 5x, watch carefully, plus 6 is equals to, look at it, x squared, that's this one that we have, so minus 2ax plus a squared plus b. This is what we have. So we are going to compare this one to this. How do we compare it? Very easy. Now, if you watch very easy, that this one has square, this one has square. The coefficient here is 1. The coefficient here is also 1. So it is quite very easy. We don't have a problem with this. Where we have a problem is this place and this place. So it will be interesting for you to know that the one that carry x here is the same with the one that carry x here. So if you watch very well, you have minus 5 here. So minus 5 is the same as this guy minus 2a. Since this one have x, one have x, so you have minus 2a. So what do we have to do now? Very easy. Divide both sides by minus 2. Divide here by minus 2. So this cancel this. A will be equals to minus cancel minus 5 over 2. Now don't forget that you were told to find the value of b, which is this b. Now watch this again. Do you know that if this corresponds to this, it means that 6 will be the remaining value, which is a squared plus b. So we can say that 6 is equals to a squared plus b. Knowing fully well that we are looking for weighting now, we are looking for b, and a is 5 over 2. So we can say but a is equals to 5 over 2. So in this place, if you see a, you put 5 over 2. So that you have 6 equals to 5 over 2 all square plus b. So that will give us 6 equals to 5 square is worth 25 and 2 square is worth 4 plus weighting now plus b. So what do we have to do now? We'll collect like terms. You take this one to this place so that you have 6 over 1 minus 25 over 4 equals to what? B. So what do we do now? The LCM of 1 and 4 will give us weighting 4. Okay, let's do it here with the remaining space that we have here. LCM of 1 and 4 will give us 4. So 4 divided by 1 is 4 times this 6 is 24 minus 4 divided by 4 1 times this is what? 25 equals to b. So 24 minus 25 is minus 1 over 4 equals to b. So b is equals to minus 1 over 4. So the answer is equals to what? A. Let's take question number 3. Question number 3. According to question number 3, the integral values of y which satisfy the inequality are what? Now, this question is from a topic called inequality. To be precise, double inequality. As you can see on the board, we have less than in one place, then we also have less than or equal to. Now, there are two ways to which you can solve this question. You can try to solve it directly, or you can split it into two. But my advice is that you split it into two so that it does not confuse you. So let's start with this. Now, if we split it into two, the first part is 1 is less than 5 minus 2y. That's 1 less than this. The second part says 5 minus 2y is less than or equals to 7. Now, this is the two parts. We are going to solve for y in both equations. How do we do it? Very easy. This is minus 2y, okay? So what we'll do, we'll take it to the side behind the inequality sign. So if we do that, minus 2y will give us 2y less than, this one will come over, so it becomes 5 minus 1. So that will give us 2y less than 4. So we can divide both sides by weighting out 2. This cancel this. Y is less than 4 over 2 will give us 2. So this is the value of our y from here. Yeah, we have y. So let's do it here now also. Minus 2y less than equals to 7. If 5 crosses over, it becomes minus 5. Wow. So minus 2y less than or equals to 5 minus 7 is worth 2. So we divide both sides by minus 2 minus 2. Whenever we divide with a negative value, we reverse the inequality sign. So if we have less than or equals to before, it becomes greater than or equal to. So this cancel this, then y, instead of having less than or equals to, become greater than or equals to minus 1. So what do we have to do now? According to the question, it says we should look for the range of values that satisfy the inequality. Very easy. The first one says y is greater than or equals to minus 1. And the other one says that y is less than 2. So what do we do? Very easy. If y is greater than or is equal to -1, it means you start counting from -1. So you have -1, 0. Then in this other place, we are told that y is less than 2. So that means we should not get to 2. If y was less than or equals to 2, we would have continued counting until we get to 2. So the answer is -1 and 0. So if we have -1, 0, if you look at the option very well, you see that there's no answer that suits it. So we can assume that this question ought to have taken this sign, and if you have this sign here, it means that the sign would have been here this way. The sign would have been here, and if the sign is here, it means that we still have the same sign here. So if we have that, please attention, if we have that, it means that y is greater than or equals to -1 and y is less than or equals to 2. So we'll now have to keep counting, but it should be equal to 2 or less than 2, so that next number becomes 1 and the next number becomes 2. So we are not going to go further again. We'll stop here. Okay, we have this number as our answer. So let's trace it. I think the answer is going to be what? A. Okay, so -1, 0, 1, 2. So that becomes the word answer. So there was actually an error with the question, but I've corrected it, so this is the answer. Okay, now let's take number 4. We have just 5 questions, so let's take question number 4. Question number 4. Question 4 says simplify this. This is a fraction. And don't forget that simplifying a fraction requires the principles of BODMAS. Never forget that. Your B signifies your bracket. O signifies your order. Some persons say it signifies of. This is division. Your M is multiplication. Your A is addition. While X is subtraction. So if you want to simplify a fraction, you must follow the principle of BODMAS. Now, how do we do it? The first one is the bracket. Look at it. So let's tackle the bracket first. Now, it means that we have solution, we have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by, let's work on the bracket. In the bracket, we have addition and we have of which we have to consider the of first. So let's do 1 plus 2 over 3. Of simply means 2 times 6 over 7. So what do we do? Now, 3 can go into 6 and that will give us 2. So we are left with 2 times 2 to give us 4. And here we have only 7. So we have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by 1. Remember, we have combined these to give us plus 4 over here. You have what? 7. So this is over 1. Still on the bracket, we have to get the LCM of 7 and 1. So let's do that. You have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by, LCM will give us 7. 7 divided by 1 is 7. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 7 divided by 7, 1 times 4 is 4. So we have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus 3 divided by, what do you have now? You have 7 plus 4, 11 over 7. Now, we are out of the bracket. What do we do next? Division. So we have to focus on this division first. So here is over 1. We have 1 plus 2 over 3 minus, we are dividing this first. You have 3 over 1. Remember, in division, you have to turn it to multiplication. And when that is done, you take the denominator to become the numerator and reverse it. So you have times 7 over 11. So what do we have now? We have 1 plus 2 over 3. Now, this times this will give us minus 21. And here will give us 11. That's what we have. So you have to be careful when simplifying fractions. So what do we have to do now? Now you can combine addition and subtraction together. If you have addition and subtraction, it can be solved together. So let's take the LCM of 1, 3, and 11. That will give us 33. So 33 divided by 1 will give us 33 times 1, 33. Plus 33 divided by 3 will give us 11 times 2, 22. 33 divided by 11 will give us 3 times this will give us 3 times will give us 63. So let's quickly add 33 plus 22 minus 33. We have 33 plus 22. First of all, will give us 5, 5. Then remove 63. I think we have 63 minus 55. Here you have 8. So you have minus 8 over 33. This becomes the answer to the question. Now I'm going to give you one more question before we call it a day. Now you are going to solve this question. Find x if x squared minus 2x minus 15 is equals to 0. Solve this question and drop your answer in the comment section. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video. If today is your first time of coming across my YouTube channel, please do not forget to like and also subscribe. If you're a student preparing for WAEC, JAM, Post-UME or other related exam, do well to subscribe to this channel, and by the time you are done, make sure you on your notification bell so that whenever we post video online, it will get across to you. Thank you very much. I'll see you in my next video.